What's a non-COVID reason that you like wearing a mask for? Whenever I'm concentrating or working on a task, I tend to stick my tongue out or leave my mouth open, and I really like it when people don't see that. LOL, my husband does the same, especially when playing games and he's focused. His tongue just comes out and I noticed he wiggles it side to side almost as if it's the character he's playing is moving along with his tongue. I think it's cute and funny, but I could totally see why some could feel embarrassed by it. I don't have to mind my expression as much. Like, normally, people can see your mouth and it's expected to have certain expressions. I don't have to sweat that as much with a mask on. I work in retail. I love not having to work as hard to keep that absent-mindedly pleasant expression on my face all the time. Wearing a mask gives my completely deaf right ear something worthwhile to do, as I can't hear anything through it. That ear's only other function is to add handsomeness and symmetry. Defeats the facial recognition software. I'm a fresh heart transplant patient and I'm required to wear one in public for the first year. Not strictly COVID, but literally any piss-b infection that most anyone can shrug off could kill me at this stage. Congrats on your new heart. Stay safe. I was in New York a month ago. I live in Florida. It wasn't cold enough for New Yorkers to wear scarves yet, but it felt like it to me because I live in the South. So wearing a face mask was a handy way to warm my face without looking like a tourist. LOL. You could wear a wedding dress while climbing in a dumpster and not look like a tourist. New Yorkers wear anything and everything, all times of the year, as long as it's paired with an expression of utter disinterest in the incredible goings on around you, and a pace that says I have somewhere to be that is more important than this. You'll look like a local. It allows me to pull faces at people who annoy me at the grocery store without repercussions, which actually makes the whole process more pleasant. It allows me to pretend that I don't recognize people at the grocery store. I can literally lock eye contact and simply ignore someone I know and not have to make small chit chat when I'm just trying to get in and out of there after work. I have really bad scarring on my cheeks and jawline from cystic acne from when I was in my 20s. I took Accutane and it cleared, but the scars are red and deep. As a woman I can wear makeup, but I'm pretty lazy about it, and I just hate doing it every day. Masks have saved me so much time, money. Also, when I worked customer service last year, I really loved being able to say frick you over and over under my breath to condescending customers. I really loved being able to say frick you over and over under my breath to condescending customers. LOL. Keeps my face warm in the winter. If there's something smelly nearby, I smell less of it. People don't recognize me in public as much. No, guy I vaguely know from high school 5 years ago. I don't want to catch up with you. Not being recognized in stores has been a godsend for me. I'm not antisocial, but I hate small talk and I usually can't remember their name or their kids' names. I have a massive gag reflex that gets really sensitive in the winter, especially when moving from a warm air environment out into a cold air environment. Winter for me means painful retching and a bit of vomiting 2 to 3 times a day since I was 14. 27 now. Since wearing masks, the air I breathe is warmer and my gag reflex calms down. Also, with an FFP2 mask, no more black bogies when using the London Underground. In the summer, it reduced my hay fever symptoms massively. That sounds rough as frick. Glad the mask helps. I love covering my face and putting in headphones. I won't make eye contact with anyone and I get to do my shopping and not make small talk with people I know. This is a super small town and you can't just go to the store without running into someone you know or vaguely know. I hate it. I'm dying to live somewhere where I don't know anyone at the grocery store. So after all these years of trying to make my face look utterly unapproachable, I finally just get to cover it up. Ball cap and sunglasses too. I'm invisible. I had Nutella on my toast this morning and walked around the office for 2 hours this morning with Nutella on my face. No one noticed because it was covered. This is why I wear a mask. You can also hide Nutella in your mask for a mid-morning snack. If I'm not feeling a Tinder date, I just put my mask on for the walk back to the bus taxi car and I don't have to worry about him going in for the kiss. If I like him, I'll leave it off. It is great. Yesterday I saw two people on the sidewalk kiss with their masks on. No judgments, but it was a very strange thing to witness. My room is dry and I have been having a lot of bloody noses. If I wear a mask to bed, the dry air doesn't get to my nose and it keeps my face warm, lol. I am an introvert. I feel safer kind of like wearing a weighted blanket. Plus I don't have to hear the bulls people telling me to smile more. STFU Karen. I drink coffee and don't have the best oral hygiene. Used to be that sometimes I'd realize that my breath was bad while talking and it would destroy my confidence. Now the mask takes care of that. Not only does it mask the odor well, but it makes me more cognizant of it, and my oral hygiene has actually improved for it. Sometimes people's breaths are so bad, I can smell it through the mask. That's when you know you have a problem. I'm trans and wearing the mask means I don't have to put on a face of makeup or shave my face every day, haha. Just get to be incognito all day long. Also they keep my face warm when I'm riding bikes or scooters during the cold weather. 1. People don't breathe accidentally spit on me. 2. I can say dumpy without causing trouble for myself. 3. I can hide other expressions. 4. I don't get sick because some butthole decided to go out in public a cold flu. 5. Almost complete anonymity. Lived away from my hometown for a decade. Moved back during the first lockdown. I hate being recognized. I miss city anonymity. Masks let me go to the supermarket without having to have small talk with people I don't care about. Oh, you stayed in the town, did you? At the same job, did you? You married that same girl, did you? You have kids, do you? They go to the same school we did, do they? Jesus, man. I finally know for sure that someone understands why I'll be homeless before I move back to my crappy rural town. Hiding facial expressions. People notice you less and it makes things more impersonal with strangers in public. Same thing goes for wearing sunglasses. You can avoid accidental eye contact with strangers. Shopping groceries. With the mask there is way less saliva or booger on the package or fresh vegetables, fruits, which are normally sprayed on everything when someone sneezes. Hides any zits on my lower half of my face. Using less makeup. It's warm during cold weather. Don't have to worry about food in my teeth. Good to help keep some allergies at bay. Gives me a bit more anonymity. As a woman, it's nice to not feel the pressure of having to smile when I catch people looking at me or accidentally make eye contact with someone. As a midlife woman, I now enjoy giving a motherly eye smile. Call it squinch or sneeze, but I feel I can spread sincere goodwill with my pleasant soft crow's feet to everyone. Also can throw pee off eyes on occasion when necessary. Protection from other illnesses too, like during flu season. So many people go out and about even while sick without a mask. Pre-COVID. I wish it could become a new normal to wear a mask if you're feeling sick and have to go out, even after mask mandates end. I don't like wearing a mask, but I think it's generally a good idea if you're sick. Rates of the flu were much lower over the last year thanks to people wearing masks. I haven't even gotten a cold in the last 2 years or so, and prior to that I probably got sick 4-5 times a year because of my job. But since people have to wear masks where I work now, I haven't gotten sick at all the whole time. True, haven't been sick in 2 years at all. I'm sorry, but it's a great social filter. You can't always read a book by its cover, but there's a significant spectrum of character and personality checks that can be read instantly by response to a mask. If my mask gets a sneer or some subtle joke, I know exactly what kind of character I'm dealing with. I'm sorry, it sucks, and I wish it weren't so, but it is. 1. Avoiding gross smells in public. On the subway, gross garbage smells, people smoking. 2. Keeps my face warm in colder weather, while not fogging up my glasses like a normal scarf would. Nose wires are my friend. 3. Avoiding catching spreading other stuff like colds. I have a cold now and I've been wearing a mask around others when I can't distance, to avoid as much as possible spreading it. 4. No buttholes trying to tell me to smile. 5. Lip syncing at the grocery store or other public places. 6. Avoiding allergens. These have been the mildest allergy seasons for me since the mask catches a lot of the pollen. I even wear one at home when I'm dusting since I have such a bad dust allergy, and it really helps. I have pollen allergies. Mask helps a ton. I wore a mask to cut my grass due to bad grassweed allergies before COVID, and now I wonder if my neighbors think I'm just insane wearing a mask cutting the grass now. I'm severely allergic to pretty much everything green and beautiful outdoors, and never thought I'd be able to mow a lawn. I bought a 3-meter respirator with cartridges for a project right before the pandemic. It allowed me to mow for the first time in my life. It sounds so dumb, but I was so excited. My husband was pretty okay with this revelation too, lol. My neighbors probably think I'm nuts. I've got this big old respirator on, and have to be covered by clothing from head to toe, including a hood, to avoid pollen on my skin, no matter the temperature. Grinning face with squinting eyes and sweat drop, but dang it, I'm out there mowing and it's liberating AF. Hides my acne. A few years ago this tailgating lady confronted me and called me a druggie, and I assume it was because of my acne, and it really took the wind out of me. I really don't look like a methany, I hope. Cries in adult acne. Funny. TBH, as a person with adult acne and teen acne when I was younger, it often feels like I'm alone, but clearly that's not the case. If you have severe acne, I wish you the best. Some neat stuff has been suggested below in the comments, including spearmint tea and the Ordinary's niacinamide. But my own experience so far is that mine is a combo of hormonal and food triggers. Once I quit eating dairy for a week, and I guess it was the right week in my cycle because my acne almost completely disappeared. But now that I've cut dairy, except eggs, wheat, yeast, preserved fermented things, yes, that's all alcohol, and most processed sugars, I still get it. But more recently, I tried stopping eating all chocolate and my MF acne went away. So, not sure I want to cut out one of my only remaining foodie joys, but at least I can cut back on those food items the week before an important event, if I want to. I wish all my fellow acne sufferers the best, and please know that your beauties are not just skin deep. People remember the way you made them feel, not the specifics of how you look or what you were wearing. And while acne can get stared at, your kind heart shines past that crap. Nobody notices if I didn't shave. I got a head start on telecommuting when I shifted to working at home full-time in 2014, and it was this exact trend that led me to change from being clean shaven to having a full beard. Something I had previously considered inconceivable. When I first started, I kept my morning routine of getting up and shaving every day, but then I kind of realized, wait, no one's here to see it, who gives a crap if I have some stubble, and it became shaving every couple of days just to avoid looking too scruffy. But then I found shaving became more of a chore, since even though I did it less often, it required more time and effort when I did do it. Which eventually led to me just stopping shaving altogether and restricting it to trimming, maintaining the beard. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.